Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, hey folks, 10 platter video series videos I do for the one. I'll go over there and try out food and drink items. I eat this stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, I'm not going to lie, I bit my cheek a little bit while I was doing the first part of my intro. But I soldier on, folks, clearly. I'm a professional. Whilst I'm a professional, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm inside my truck, I'm wearing my crappy work clothes. Typically, when those two things coincide, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review. That's definitely the case today. I should also mention, folks, this is a super simple format. I'm just going to go over there. I'm going to consume some stuff, and then I'm going to go over there and I'm going to vomit out some words. That's how it goes. I'm just going to go over there. It's a whole gastro, like English thing that's just going, like, at the time I'm doing this, I'm not bilingual, so like maybe a little time, like I'm actually like trying to think about, maybe like learning some Spanish. I've never had, I love English, I'm good at English. I've never had much of an ear for languages though, but I am like actually seriously considering like, trying to learn some Spanish, because like I work with a lot of Hispanic folks. It'd be a useful skill to have, if nothing else, hey, if they're over there and talking shit about me, which is like, just talk shit to me in English. It's fine. I talk shit to everybody anyway. We have a nice working environment. But anyway, so yeah, what the fuck am I gonna review for you? Well, like I said, I was on my way home, and I got out of work today, and I was like, you know what, man, I know where I'm gonna go. So not too long ago, actually, I think it was either yesterday or the day before. My brain's a little bit fuzzy on that. I went over there, I did a review of a couple hot sauces from a place called Millie's Pancake Shoppe. And it's a local establishment to me. It's one of my favorite places to go over there and grab some breakfast after work. And I decided I'm going to Millie's today. You know what? I'm going to go to Millie's. And I partially went there because, like I said, I did 2 hot sauces, but I was fairly certain that they had another one there that I hadn't tried. Now, I did actually get, an extra hot sauce from them. This isn't the one I was thinking of, though. I will review this at some point, but that's not it today. Instead, what I am going to review, folks, this was on their breakfast special menu for today. It is boom! What the fuck is that? It is, I got it written down. It is their pub breakfast sandwich, which is, it's pretzel bun with egg, cheese, bacon, and Dijonnaise. It also comes with hash browns. Yay, hash browns! So, this is actually the second thing that I got. I got another thing, like, while I was sitting down and everything. So, it's breakfast. Also, quick mention, I don't know how great my audio is going to be. I mentioned this in the last couple of reviews I did. Unfortunately, it's a two-pronged thing. Number one, because it's getting warmer, if I'm doing reviews in the car, I kind of have to have the air conditioner on, because otherwise I'll just be sweating buckets. So hopefully that isn't too abrasive. It didn't sound like it in the couple of reviews that I did with it on. The other thing is, not too long ago, I went over there and accidentally dropped my phone in a vat of industrial paint at work. And amazingly, it still survived. Hooray, Motorola phones. But the audio is a little bit off now, so I got to get in there and try to clean it out better. But anyway, let's take a look at the sandwich. Let's try to get it. Ha 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 ha. Sure, that'll do. So let's try a sandwich. Hopefully it will be spectacular. It said cheese. I figured it would be cheddar, but it's like a white cheese. Maybe Swiss? I don't know. Let's give it a go. Good bacon. I mean, because here's the thing, folks. Definitely Swiss. Definitely Swiss. There's no way this isn't going to be way better than like every fast food breakfast sandwich I've ever had. Because if nothing else, the bacon is proper bacon. What with it being an actual proper place to get bacon from. Bacon is good. It's crispy. It's tasty. I like it. Swiss cheese is good. I'm not a huge Swiss cheese guy, if I'm honest, but it's one of those things where if you melt it, I can go with it. So, I'm good on the Swiss. If I were going to make a critique, which I am, because, it's the nature of the show, I probably would have personally gone with, like, a cheddar. Or if it was going to be a white cheese, some Munster. I love some Munster. But I like the Swiss with it. And there it is. Yeah, the Dijonnaise. That's the real game changer. Because everything up until then, it's good. Pretzel bun is good. Bacon's good. The egg is good. Cheese is good. It's, it's a solid breakfast sandwich. But that Dijonnaise, that's just punchy, man. That is a punchy, even though it's got a lot of flavors going on, that Dijonnaise is definitely the hero. It just takes it and it elevates everything because it gives it this nice tanginess. And the nice thing is once that kind of dies down, that's when you start to taste the Swiss cheese more. You get the nice oomph from the Swiss cheese. Once the Swiss cheese kind of dials back a little bit, that's when you can taste the bacon more. You can taste the egg more. So you get this nice journey of flavors. I like that a lot. Now, that said, critiques to be made. Like I said, I maybe would have gone with a different cheese, but I don't mind the Swiss at all. For my own personal palate, I think maybe a cheddar or a Munster would maybe have been a little bit more to my preference. But I do like the Swiss for what it was. The bacon was good, but again, just personal taste. I mean, I don't even think this is just to my personal taste. Could have used a little bit more bacon. Maybe a couple extra strips. I'd be willing to pay an extra $1 for it, Maybe a couple extra strips just so you could get a better hit of the bacon, because I feel like amongst all the other flavors, you still get some nice crispy bacon flavor, don't get me wrong. But I feel like it should have been more of a standout, but I feel like it kind of, especially against the Swiss and the Dijonnaise, got lost a little bit. So maybe a little bit more. Couple extra trips. Or, conversely, and this would have been my go-to. Instead of bacon, sausage. I love bacon. I think bacon's fantastic. But when it comes to being a really solid breakfast meat, bacon for me is always a great accompaniment. A side of bacon or bacon on something. It's great in that regard. But I personally think sausage works better when you're relying on it to be the hero protein. And so for me, sausage probably would have been preferred. Everything else, pretty much spot on. I maybe could have done, and this could have been on my end, I maybe could have done with a little pepper on the egg. I personally think eggs taste better with a little pepper. But the critiques that I'm making are fundamentally just little personal things for me. Ultimately, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes, and here's why. Ultimately, for myself, it was still a really tasty breakfast sandwich. There were certain things that, again, it's I could see this being my penultimate breakfast sandwich, were these little tweaks implemented, but that's just my person. As a sandwich as it was constructed, which is, what I obviously was going to review, it was still really solid. Like, I enjoyed the fuck out of that sandwich. That was really good. In fact, I'll be honest with you, I had, when I was actually at the location itself, I had like a jalapeno bagel sandwich or something like that, and that was good too, but I preferred this. I do think I preferred this over the jalapeno bagel, which was, again, still good. As for recommending it, yeah, man, it's a solid iteration of a breakfast sandwich, but it's been elevated. If you're somebody like me who, you hit up a lot of fast food places. Trust me, I'm trying to work on that. If you hit up a lot of fast food places, you become pretty used to the general go-to when it comes to these type of things. It really does benefit to go to a proper sit-down place, proper cooks, no offense to like McDonald's personnel or anything, and get a real breakfast item, because it really does it's just better. It just is. And this for me, it really was like taking, all of those Wendy's sandwiches and McDonald's and Burger King on an off day, and it's just better. The ingredients taste better. Everything about it, it's just elevated, and it's what it should be. So. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here, folks. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your day. Folks, you can go over there, have yourselves a truly pub burger-tastic rest of your life. I mean, granted, it's pub breakfast sandwich, but you get you put a pretzel bun on your life, and it'll be fantastic. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated, but what you do if you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing to do in the world, trust me. That's why I put try at the very beginning. That's very intentional. Because I don't care who you are. You can be the chillest person that there is. You can be Chili McChillerson, okay? Everybody else remember Chili Willy? That's callback, I guess. It's not even really a joke. That's just a thing that I popped in my head that I remembered. With the Woody Woodpecker and such. Poor Chili Willy, man. He got saddled with Woody Woodpecker. Woody Woodpecker, man. Don't get me wrong. I loved some Woody Woodpecker when I was a kid. I do not think I could go back and watch those. I just don't think I could do it. Whereas, like, a lot of the Looney Tunes stuff, like, yeah, I can get down with that. Like, I think they still hold up. But Woody, man, it's just, I want to strangle that fucking bird. Anyway. Even when we're being aggravated by cartoon woodpeckers, it's important we go over there. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholeness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to watch this video, and maybe you're going to be like, hey, wait a second now, I like Woody Woodpecker. He was my go-to guy when I was a kid, and I still love him to this day. I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to bring him back, and it's going to be an animated movie, and it's going to be a whole thing, and we're going to get Will Sasso because, I don't know, it just seems like a thing Will Sasso might be involved in. I like Will Sasso. But the question is, will I like Will Sasso enough to go see a fucking Woody Woodpecker movie? And the answer is, probably not. No offense, Will Sasso. You quality dude. But that's a hard sell. Now, if you go over there and you have like a Chili Willy cartoon at the beginning of it, like in the old days before I was born, maybe. Or conversely, maybe just go over there and watch whatever favorite cartoons that you were a kid. A lot of them are on the YouTube and such. And just, enjoy it. Because, nothing wrong with enjoying cartoons even if you're an adult. Bye.